It's been a bloodbath in the crypto markets in the last 24 hours. But what if I told you that there's a potential opportunity to buy your crypto assets at an even lower discount than the current prices? Welcome back to Bearman Crypto, where we talk all things crypto. So, in the last 24 hours, everything has just been absolutely bleeding. You can see here Bitcoin is down 8%, Ethereum is down 8.3%. And in the context of the crypto market in 24 hours, that is huge, and it does move the overall market. However, I think there's an opportunity that you can actually potentially buy some of these assets at a discount. Something like Ethereum, imagine buying that slightly lower than the current price. And that's exactly the specific project I want to look at in this video. So the specific project I'm looking at is one called PENDLE Finance. And what PENDLE seeks to do is offer crypto assets. At the moment, they've only got a few, but offer them at a discount. You can see here at the moment, you can buy ETH at a 6.39% discount. ApeCoin, you can buy it at over 15% discount. Looks at just under 2% discount, which in the context of where prices are at the moment, that is a big discount on what you're buying your specific token for. So if we just take a bit of a deeper dive into exactly what PENDLE is. So if you can imagine, if you're lending USDC on somewhere like Aave, you're given a specific APY, but that can fluctuate depending on what the market's doing. You don't really know, is it 1%, is it 3%, is it 5%, because it will always specifically fluctuate. So PENDLE, this project specifically, are looking to solve that exact problem. And what it does is it splits. So when you buy an asset, it basically splits the principal, which is the actual asset, the amount that you've invested, versus, and then splits that out into the principal and the yield, which is the potential interest that you'll earn on your assets. And then it just splits those out into two. So you can see here, PENDLE is a permissionless DeFi yield trading protocol, which is built on Ethereum, and what it does, it allows users to execute various yield strategies, so any sort of like farming of yields, that sort of thing. The way it works is slightly complicated, so if you haven't traded DeFi in the past, this is a little bit more complicated, and you really have to read it over again several times to get your heads around it. So this is basically what I'm telling you. Is this is not financial advice. It is very complicated, so please make sure you do your own further research before you invest in this sort of project or anything that I do talk about. So make sure you get your head around it and understand exactly what it is that you're doing. But basically what PENDLE are looking to do is bring the same sort of mechanism that works in trade DeFi around interest rate derivatives, which is essentially a huge market. So if you think about trade DeFi interest rates market, it is worth over, I believe it's worth over 300 trillion. So it's a huge market, and that's the sort of market that PENDLE is specifically looking to tap into and make it accessible from a crypto perspective. So you can see here what they do is they create a yield market in DeFi. What PENDLE do is unlocks the potential of the yield upfront, and it enables users to basically execute various yield strategies. You can then take that yield and then go and long the asset somewhere else, or look at getting a fixed yield over a period of time. So what I'll do is take a look at specific examples. So if you go into the app on PENDLE Finance, you can see here you can basically buy some of these assets at a specific discount, or you can provide liquidity where you get APYs of up to 153%, which is huge. So if we just have a look at one specific example here. So if you go into explore the discounts, and this will just give you a bit more context in terms of how it works, because there's specific calculators on how it all works. And one thing you have to be aware of is when you're buying these assets, there's a maturity date. So here on ETH you can see the maturity date is June 2024, not 2023, 2024, so it's over a year. But you've also got others which mature in December 2023. You've got one here which matures in June 2023. So you can see here, the longer the maturity rate, the higher the discount that you get. So the ones maturing in 2024, you got a discount of 9.52%, whereas the ones with a smaller discount, you're earning you've got a discount of 1.35, but a maturity of a shorter time frame of 110 days. And you can see here, ApeCoin, you have got a maturity here of June 2023, so you're holding it for 110 days before the asset matures, but you buy it at a discount of 17.7%. So you can see currently the price of ApeCoin at the moment is $3.97. However, if you buy it on PENDLE and you're obviously holding it till this maturity, you'll buy it at an equivalent price of $3.27, which is fantastic. So you can see here, as an example, I'll show you. So if you were to spend 100 ape, and it should then give you a rough calculation. So at maturity, you'll get 121 ape. So you can see here, on the 29th of June 2023, your 100 ape can effectively be redeemed for 121 ape at that point. So the 21 ape that you get is then becomes the yield that you earn from buying this specific token. And that's effectively that's the way it works out. That's the discount that you're earning. It's just a way. It's almost like a way of paying you your interest. So you'll be paid your interest effectively in ape, and that matures on the 29th of June 2023. So specifically with the ApeCoin, there's also stuff, not just with the ApeCoin, but there's also pools that you can enter where you get a bigger boost in terms of APY. So again, looking at ApeCoin, for example, you can take your ApeCoin, stake it here, looking at the exact same example. By providing liquidity, you'll then earn, so the value of your ApeCoin today is $400. In 110 days, what you'll get is therefore $116 as a reward on top of your $400. So it's a good way to earn passive income in the background. But specifically for some of these pools, what you have to do is lock up your PENDLE tokens, which is where the utility for PENDLE comes in. You would have to lock in your PENDLE tokens to access some of these much higher APYs and to basically get an APY boost. But this is one way to be thinking about how you can earn some passive income in the background, and particularly while the markets are in a downturn like this is a great opportunity to leverage the downturn in the market, but also buy your tokens at a further discount. I'm hoping at some stage that they will bring out further assets that you can buy at a discount, because I think this is a project that is going to do definitely really well in future. You can see here, just in terms of the PENDLE token itself, at the moment it's down, as at the time of this recording, 16.4%. In terms of circulating supply, which I think is an area of interest for me when I'm looking at tokens, you've got a circulating supply of 97 million out of a total and max supply of 232 million roughly. So it's not a massive, huge supply, and the current price at the moment, sat at 20 cents, I think is relatively cheap. The overall market cap is valued at 19.5 million. So I think this is a great opportunity to start to get in there and purchase some of these tokens. You can see here in terms of the total value locked is 28 million. So the total value locked is actually greater than that current market cap, which in my eyes tells me that the project is undervalued at the current price. In terms of Pendle itself, it's actually launched in 2021 at the peak almost of the first initial cycle top in 2021, and you can see here it reached basically an all-time high at that time of $2.45, and obviously since then, since we hit the bear market, it's basically flatlined. So I think here it's a great opportunity to be buying some of these tokens. We haven't necessarily seen what this project can do, but I think if this tokenization of yields really does take off, which I think it will, I think this is a great buying opportunity to be buying this low cap, undervalued DeFi gem. But that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Make sure you check out Pendle Finance. I think it's a great project. But that's all I want to share with you in this video. Hope you enjoy that content, and I'll see you in my next video.